The little master, he's away.
And he goes after that one, and it's 6.
Oh dear, he's got the leading edge. Man's under it. It's taken.
First Indian bowler to capture 10 wickets in an innings.
So if you have seen the poster of this docu-series, if you have seen the thumbnail of this docu-series made by Netflix, you won't be seeing the match which you had seen in the poster and recognizing. All the 3 shots I have shown in the initial part, you won't be seeing it in this series. I'll tell you what you're going to see and what will disappoint you in this upcoming docu-series, which I had seen and didn't like it. Hello. This is what a disappointment is. Okay, I had been waiting for this series for quite a long time. So I was looking for the India versus Pakistan rivalry series. I'd seen the promo last like few months back, and I had been like looking forward for this particular docu series from Netflix. I usually love docu series created by Netflix, but this one was a huge disappointment for me. I haven't seen anything like this from Netflix yet. Uh, I didn't found any sincerity in the work which is shown to me. I'm a big cricket lover, and I'm a like big in the sense I really love cricket, and I have lived through these matches which we will be discussing and which are being shown. First thing which I came to my mind after watching first episode and when starting going through the second episode, it's a 3-episode series of India versus Pakistan rivalries. Okay, that's what they called it. That's how they have packaged it. Okay, greatest rivalry of India versus Pakistan. Okay, uh, I don't know whether it was a marketing gimmick or an effort to pull in the crowd to come and watch this, but that's not what you are going to see. Okay, it's completely misleading because the part of library is there, but it's not there completely. It's a half-baked cookie. It's a half-baked chicken that's not good for your stomach. Okay, that's the worst reason I find it very disappointing. Usually, that's what usually happens with Indian films or majorly films and advertising. We have a big marketing budget. Sometimes the makers know the film is not good. Okay, the film lacks something, film is not going to do well or something, but they do such a marketing tactics. There are certain calculations and there is some manipulations which is done just to bring people to the theater and so that they watch the film and you earn your money out of it. This manipulation is cheating. It's not a sincere work of creating a content. So coming back to the series, yes, I am not happy for the first time with what Netflix has done. Uh, as I have mentioned, as I have mentioned earlier, the first problem with this, the greatest rivalry of India versus Pakistan, uh, is not sincere at all. The primary itself, it raised a question in my mind that what is the story or what is the thing which they want to tell me? That's the first bigger area. Look, when you watch a series, docu-series like this, especially for cricket, you got two kind of crowd. One who have witnessed it, so they know, so they want that nostalgic feeling to come back. It comes and it hits you, and you feel, oh yeah, that's what has happened. Okay, but that's not happening over here because you missed that. You miss many things which have happened between this rivalry. Okay, it flows in a very haywire direction. Like I had this, so I'll put this. I have this, I'll put this. मतलब भाई नमक है, चावल है, ये डाला करके तुम लोग बिरयानी ऐसे नहीं बनती. एक सेट रेसिपी होती है ना, एक सेट एफर्ट होता है. That is completely missing here. So it destroys your nostalgic era of what you are going to watch. Second, it has a blunder of a mistake, which is not a fact. Now, when I started watching episode 1, I thought it's going to be mainly about India and Pakistan. So they will be discussing all the matches or all the series. We saw Virat Kohli playing the shots. I'm expecting that we will be talking about this recent match which has happened 2 to 3 years back. We would be also talking about losses and everything. But that didn't happen. It moves at a very fast pace. It completely keeps aside the World Cup wins which India had. Okay, chalo, might be the director wanted to have a very clean, clear look towards the content which they are making. It shouldn't be biased. It shouldn't be by the side of India or by the side of Pakistan. But why are you not keeping the things the way as it is? Then I thought, because so there's one more reason I'm saying this is because in 90s, India and Pakistan used to play. Consistently, they used to play. So even after the 96 World Cup, India and Pakistan, every year used to play a Sahara Cup. In Canada, most probably it used to happen. Yeah, in Canada only it used to happen. It used to happen every year, and it happened for 4 to 5 years, 96, 97, 98. So it used to happen. It's just that India to Pakistan or Pakistan to India was not that usual at that time. But then in 1999, 98, this too happened. Okay. So when Pakistan to India, they had two matches, and both the matches didn't had Shoaib Akhtar in it. They haven't discussed these two matches at all. On the other hand, there was one test match which happened after this, like immediately after this tour, which was part of Asia Test Championship, which was played between India, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. And the first match was between India and Pakistan, in which Shoaib Akhtar played. They discussed this test match, but they didn't discuss the two previous test match. I don't know why. Whereas the previous two test match had two historical moments. The first test match, you would have seen in the starting, the first test match, India lost by 16 runs itself. Tendulkar had some back issues and he was trying to get it one-sided. India needed 16 runs to win when he was out and 18 runs to win when he was out, and last four batsmen couldn't even do that. So it was a very tight and good match which happened. They haven't mentioned it. So after the loss in the first match, the next match was in Delhi. And this was a pitch. This was the time when Anil Kumble took his historical 10 wickets in an inning. And they decided to keep these two matches out of the docu-series. Whereas they are talking about Pakistan tour to India. So when Pakistan tour to India, the first two matches were this. And the third test match, which was not part of this tour, but which was part of the Asia's Test Championship, is what they had told the story about. That how Shoaib Akhtar bowled Rahul Dravid, and then Tendulkar came and he bowled. He was amazing. None of the Indian players, I think, have played with Shoaib against Shoaib Akhtar by then, so they were not that aware or something. But he was amazing. That match was a big thing. But that is something which happened in the first inning. In the second inning, the thing which happened was that Tendulkar was run out because Shoaib Akhtar came in middle and his bat was in bit air because of that collision which happened. They decided to keep it out because after that collision, also there was some disruption which has happened. I don't know why they decided to keep these things out. When I'm talking about India versus Pakistan, the rivalry should be kept ahead the way it is. Chalo, I'm okay with that. That after the match, the episode one end, and then India decides to go to Pakistan. But in the middle of that, there was one big match which happened, which changed the Pakistani team for like, which made huge changes in the Pakistan team. I clearly remember in 2003. So when you, sorry, I'll take it this way. At that point, episode one ends. After episode one ends and episodes two start, we all of a sudden start at 2004 India tour to Pakistan. Why did we miss out the World Cup match of 2003 between India and Pakistan? Because that was the match when Pakistan decided to change their team almost completely. Many players were left out after that match. I guess only Saeed Afridi and Waqar Yunis, no, not even Waqar Yunis, Saeed Afridi was there and Shoaib Akhtar was there. Most of other players were actually moved out of the team. But then I thought, kid, no, they don't want to talk about a rivalry in all in India and Pakistan. They wanted to talk only about Pakistan to India and India to Pakistan. I said, okay, that's fine. But this tour takes away the next two upcoming episodes. You didn't discuss 2003. That's okay with me. Okay. You started with 2004 all of a sudden. And between that, there is another story which comes, and it's an interesting story. Okay, it's a good story. The story of how the swing bowling was cracked by India. It's a very interesting story. Do watch it. It's fun to listen. Okay, but why it's coming in middle of it? That how the swing bowling was created and how Manoj Prabhakar helped to crack it. Things happen like that. Besides this, there was one more thing. Uh, this match which happened were the one-day matches. So they discussed the first match, then they discussed the second match, and they left out that boss Tendulkar had a 141 run score over there. No, no, no. It's a good battle. A cricket match battle should be narrated in that way. They haven't narrated it. There is no narration at all. They are just bites. This player is saying something, this, and above all, you won't see all players speaking over here. Okay, they had selected appointments of selected players, which they had went for one. They made for one day, and they had asked all these questions as per that. So you have only Saurav Ganguly talking about matches, Virendra Sehwag, Shoaib Akhtar, Injaman ul Haq, Ramiz Raja, Waqar Yunis. These are the players majorly in episode 2 and episode 1. Rarely someone else come. And who are the someone else? Shikhar Dhawan, R. Ashwin, Ayaz Menon. This is one more Pakistani reporter, John Wright. But they are just telling the experience and stuff. John Wright said something nice. Okay, yeah. But there's no flow to it. The episode 2 just tell you that out of the 5 one-day matches of 2004, 2 matches were won by India, 2 matches were won by Pakistan, and how it flew. But it distracts you at a many time in many places, and you feel that why is this happening like it? But somehow, I'm a cricket lover, so I was watching it. I thought, look, episode 2 would be about this tour, and then there's one more tour which happened in 2006, so they will be discussing that also. And then with that excitement, I went to watch episode number 3, and there came a bigger disappointment. Episode 3 starts with the last ODI after the fifth ODI of India versus Pakistan 2004 tour, and India won it. But why are not other players and their achievement discussed that much as they have discussed the other players about them? The players have discussed about themselves. Irfan Pathan was phenomenal, was excellent. Rahul Dravid was also good in those matches. Rahul Dravid is discussed at the test match level, but they had a very prominent innings. You want to watch that matches. You want to feel the excitement, the thrill which we had at that time. They had literally murdered the nostalgic feeling of those matches which we had seen and enjoyed at that time. So I digest that also. Then the first test match of Multan. It starts with the rivalry between Shoaib and Sehwag. This time Sehwag nailed it. He became the Sultan of Multan. Interesting. Everything is good, good, good. But that same match had one more big turning point in it. It was the same match when Rahul Dravid declared Sachin Tendulkar on 194. That's not the bigger thing. Rahul Dravid then cleared it out that he did it because he wanted to give a straight in message to the Pakistani team that they are here to win and not for individual glory. But that was completely kept out. Why? In fact, I missed this one. In the episode 2, they are more interested in discussing about the bit of politics between India and Pakistan. That Vajpayee told them that don't just win matches, win the heart. Whether you win or lose, win the heart of people. Fine. Then there's lots of security. Fine. But if you are taking all the small things, why are you not taking details of the matches and putting out the main pointers of the matches which happened? Was the first test match which India won, the second test match when Injaman ul Haq played very well, we lost that match. They had tried to find a bit of controversy between Anil Kumble and Injaman ul Haq, but they said that Anil Kumble was angry because Injaman ul Haq was out and umpire didn't give him an out or something like that. Okay, there was an appeal, but show that appeal now. It felt like they're unnecessarily, intentionally trying to create a drama so that people will stay engaged. I hope they stay engaged, but a cricket lover and a fan lover who has left that moment, I was a bit disappointed at that. Chalo, the second match happened, then the third test match came. Third test match, when we are looking at the test match, the way that test match happened and the way it was narrated, it was it wasn't the movement which we are looking out for. They are just telling this happened, this happened, this happened, then the story comes back without any reference or something, and then you come to know that was we have to be very clear that it was Rahul Dravid who scored 270 runs, and that is the reason we won that match. It just go and all these four matches, one ODI and three test matches, finished within the half a minute times, and then starts the another part. So if you were trying to tell me the story of India to Pakistan, or Pakistan to India, now the idea or the agenda is completely changed. Now they are talking about the 2008. All of a sudden, they had missed out other things. The 2006 uh, India to Pakistan has been like mentioned within a minute or so, and that's even not detailed that who won, how would they won it, what happened. Even that series had a very interesting story of Javed Mianda saying that players like Irfan Pathan, we can find it in our gullies also, and Irfan Pathan took a hat trick, which is a big thing. Hat trick in a test match of a Pakistan, all the three main opening batsmen, not opening batsmen, the first three batsmen. Like, boss, what is it that you wanted to make and what have you made? Please go through it once. Chalo, I can agree to this point that They wanted to cover everything. In 2008, you say, okay, IPL started, the Pakistani player were in India, they were playing, and then the 9/11, not 9/11, sorry. Then the attack happened in Mumbai, 26/11 attack, and after the 26/11 attack, uh, Indians Indian board decided that they are not going to play with Pakistan. Cool. It was not happening. 2009 they didn't come. 2010 no match. 2011 World Cup semi-final. How can you forget that? But they decided to keep it out of it. And then they don't even discuss much of a cricket or match they happen, but they just mention that things change. There are good players over there. There are good players. Was there's It's a decade of cricket which has happened between then and now. It happened in 2011. Then it happened in 2000. Even recently, we beat them. Then in T20, we lost the Champions Trophy to the Pakistan in the finals. We also lost in T20 World Cup once. We won T20 World Cup many a times. Why is this been kept out of it? Why are no new players? Ashwin comes, he discusses, he goes, he tells stories, he goes. Shikhar Dhawan comes, he tells stories. He all of a sudden in episode 3, we also discuss the partition stories of people also. I thought the director is completely confused that on which track they want to come. All of a sudden, Matthew Eden comes in the last episode and he tells like they are like brothers in the kitchen. I got no issues, brother, by everything. But what is it that you want to say? What is it that you want to narrate? What is the story you are trying to say? It's all haywire here and there, and that's not how docu-series or documentaries are made. I love documentaries which are made by Netflix. I'm a big fan of those documentaries. They are researched, they're placed, they're done with. This is just this is just something baked because we had said something and it has to be done. It is completely out of place. I don't know why, but it's there. Well, I had said a lot about this, but I look, whether I would say watch it or you don't watch it, you are going to watch it. So I don't have any say on that. If you want to watch, you can watch it. But I just wanted to mention that it's a big disappointment for me. India versus the greatest rivalry, India versus Pakistan. Don't. It's pain. It's pain. It's pain. It's pain. It doesn't have odds. I would rather go ahead and recommend you. Please do watch Mid-Wicket Tales. Mid-Wicket Tales, hosted by Nusruddin Shah. They have shown the rivalry between India and Pakistan. They have shown the love, that's shown the pain, that's shown the battle, the fights, the attitudes. They have shown it very well. It's in half an hour episode. It just there are 2 episodes of half an hour, and they discuss complete battles and the complete attitude between India and Pakistan in 2 episodes itself. Bro, go and watch it here. You better watch that rather than this. That's it for now. I guess this is the first content I'm not like happy and I'm telling about it. I loved the previous one, which was I loved the previous one, which was Black Warrant, but this one, boss, didn't like it.